The Bible isn't just a book of random stories. It's 66 different books that come together to tell one story. An incredible one about God's love for us. And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verses 35 to 40.
Mariana zipped up her coat and wrapped her scarf 3 times around her neck as she stared outside at the icy sidewalk.
I can't believe they didn't cancel school.
Mariana's mother searched for her car keys in her purse.
The roads are clear, sweetie.
Mariana pulled on her boots. They were a deep purple with shiny silver buckles.
At least I've got a reason to wear my new boots. Don't forget, you'll need to take the bus this afternoon. Oh, the bus always smells like feet. Why can't you pick me up? I'll be at the shelter. They need extra volunteers with the cold and so many people coming in. Great. Help everyone else but me. What was that? Nothing.
Regina raised an eyebrow and just pointed to the small framed poster near the door. It had been there for as long as Mariana could remember.
Yeah, okay, I know. Read it anyway.
Mariana stepped closer to scan the words, a Bible passage from Matthew.
I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you gave them to me. Anything you did for one of the least important of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me.
Regina smiled.
And who? It's Jesus talking. Helping people at the shelter is like helping him. I get it.
Mariana knew the work her mother did to help homeless families at the shelter was important, but sometimes it just felt like it got in the way. Sighing, she shoved open the door and stepped out into the icy cold. At school, Mariana shrugged off her coat, and her friend, Felicity, she nudged her and pointed.
Who's that?
The seats were all empty, except for a tall, dark-skinned girl with close-cropped curly hair. She sat clutching her coat around her. It went well below her knees, but her feet were barely covered by a pair of sandals.
Who wears sandals in the snow? Pretty sure that's a guy's coat.
No one was talking to the girl. Mariana wondered if she should go over. Everyone dashed for their seats. Their teacher, Mr. Heisman, gestured to the new girl and then began sorting their test papers.
This is Adama, and she comes from the Congo in Central Africa.
The new girl managed a tiny smile, but Mariana could tell that all the curious stares made her nervous.
I want you to make her feel welcome. Now, let's take a look at your math tests.
Adama didn't say a word all morning. At lunchtime, she sat by herself, pulling out a single container from a plastic grocery bag. Mariana watched from her table where she sat with Felicity and all her other friends.
I wonder what she's eating. Whew, whatever it is, I can smell it over here.
Mariana giggled and made a face, but she could almost hear a tiny voice prompting, "How would you feel sitting all alone in a new place?"
I bet it's what everyone eats where she's from.
Mariana had almost made up her mind to take her tray and go sit with Adama when, once again, filled with a bit of guilt and relief, she jumped up with the rest of her class and went to the gym. Miss Marks, the PE teacher, shooed everybody into the locker rooms.
4 minutes. I want y'all dressed out for volleyball and, Adama, right? Yeah. If you didn't bring gym clothes, just, take the bench, okay?
Miss Marks herded all the students onto the court.
All right, let's see you serve and return. Felicity, Mariana, you're up.
As Mariana took her place, she noticed Adama sitting alone on the bench, looking a little lost.
Hands up!
Mariana glanced up to see Felicity's serve hurtling her way. She jumped, missed the ball, and rolled her ankle when she landed.
Ow! Oh, ow! You okay? Yeah, fine. It's just, ow! Sit out for a minute, see how it feels.
Mariana limped toward the bench as the class continued. She sat a few feet from Adama.
Your ankle? It is hurt? Not bad. It'll be okay. I'm Mariana. I heard the other girls say it. That is a pretty name.
Well, so is yours. It's different.
Not where I'm from. What was it like? Your home? Very beautiful, but we had to leave when I was very young. My family, we were in a camp until we came here last week. Oh.
Mariana glanced down at Adama's sandals.
Is that why? The agency did not have shoes in my size.
Mariana glanced down at her well-worn gym shoes, and she thought about her spiffy new boots. And her mind jumped to the words she had read just that morning.
Anything you did for one of the least important of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me.
Mariana took a deep breath. I've got a pair of boots in my locker you could have. Brand new. I bet we're the same size.
Oh, no, I cannot. Oh, please.
They're perfect for the snow.
Thank you.
Mariana grinned, and Adama slowly smiled back. Later, when the girls were changing after class, Felicity raised her eyebrows as she looked at Mariana.
Sneakers with a skirt. That's kind of weird. What happened to your boots?
I have an old pair at home. Hey, you should talk to Adama. She's really cool. Mariana knew she wouldn't be able to get another pair of new boots this year, but it was totally worth it knowing Adama wouldn't have cold feet as she tried to adjust to a new home.